Hey, how's it going guys? It's Dan, and today I want to be talking about the next Black Ops 2 Zombies map. And I know that the latest zombie map only came out about 3 weeks ago, but I have some evidence on what the next map might be, and I have a few theories I want to talk about. None of this is confirmed, by the way, so keep that in mind. Also, a quick note on the gameplay: it's Call of the Dead from Black Ops 1, and it's not Die Rise just because that's pretty much the only zombies gameplay people have been seeing the last like 3 weeks, so I thought I'd mix it up. And my gameplay is not always going to be the newest map, so I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so if you look at the Die Rise loading screen, at the bottom right you will see a little cutout area where the page has been ripped, and the little area at the bottom with that picture, it's really small, you can't see that much, but this is probably the biggest clue of what the next map will be, and I'll tell you why. Okay, just to prove to you guys that that is a picture of the next map, what I've done is I've put a picture of the Nuketown Zombies loading screen right here. And if you look at the Die Rise loading screen at the top left, you can see a little cutout area, and that top left corner is identical to the Nuketown Zombies top left corner. So you can see that it kind of turns like a book. The pages before this one are the previous maps, and that means that the next page has to be the next map. And the same thing goes for the transit loading screen. If you look at the transit loading screen and flip it upside down, and then you take just the postcard part and you match it up with the left side of the Die Rise loading screen, you can see that that is also in the loading screen. So as I said, the next map has to be the picture shown below. And I know this information is kind of old, most people probably already know it, but just in case you didn't, you need to know that for what I'm talking about in the next part of this video. Most people think that the next map is going to be in Atlantis. I think it's possible, but it doesn't make a ton of sense. I mean, there is some quotes from characters that leads us to believe that. There isn't really any major evidence though besides what I'm about to show you. So I'm going to leave an audio clip of Richtofen. This is from the Moon Easter egg, and listen to what he says. I'll put subtitles on the screen, then I'll explain it afterwards.
Now to realize the Sliquifier mechanism. Just kidding, but it is pretty cool. Look it up. I made it. Mystery solved.
Okay, so what he was talking about was some mechanism. I'll show a picture of it on the screen right now. And if you look at it compared to the Die Rise loading screen picture, those two things look very similar. And what this thing is, it's some like really old computer. I know it's not like what we have nowadays, but it's like an ancient computer, and people believed it used to be used in Atlantis or something. So that's pretty much the only evidence we have that it may be in Atlantis, but I'll get on to some other theories. Okay, for this next theory, this is way out there. There's really no proof for this, but I found it kind of interesting. If you go look at Jimmy Zielinski's Twitter account, and he works on the zombie team at Treyarch for those of you who didn't know, in his bio it gives a link to a Steam Engine wiki. So if you go to that page and you look at the picture of it compared to the picture on the Die Rise loading screen, they look very similar. So I don't know, just something to think about. Also, a lot of people think that the next map may be in a theater because the picture kind of looks like a film reel, but we already had one map in a theater, which was Kino. So I don't think that'll be the case, but it's still possible. Okay, really quick, this has nothing to do with the location of the next map, but if you look at the way the page is torn, it kind of looks like the outline of a man. So maybe if we're lucky, that will be an old character returning. I don't know. It's very unlikely. Maybe it's just a coincidence that that's the way the page looks, but still, it's something interesting. Also, one more interesting thing I want to add is this. I think that the next map may be in either the past or the future, because whenever you go to Xbox Live, this little picture pops up. It's a little quote from Maxis's diary, and it talks about Richtofen thinking that he can go through space and time. So maybe if we're lucky, we'll get a map in the past or future. That'd be pretty cool. You know, if my Steam Engine theory is correct, maybe we could use that as the power source. Once again, these theories are way out there. There's not much proof backing them up. It's just speculation right now, just something to think about. And I want you guys in the comments, tell me what you guys think about all of this. And if you guys have any theories or ideas what the next map may be, leave that in the comments also. I'd love to hear what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You guys have been leaving a lot of support lately. On my last video, I asked for 45 likes and I got 70, which is crazy. Thank you guys so much for that. So if we could get 75 likes on this video, that would be awesome. And make sure you leave a comment on what your thoughts are on this video. Tell me how I can improve. Also, everyone leave a comment on what you think the next map is going to be. Do you think it's going to be Atlantis or something else? A lot of people think it'll be Paris. So let me know what you guys think. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe for more Black Ops 2 Zombies videos. And I will talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.